Welcome to Derek Does. Today, we're gonna do this. Hi everybody, welcome back to another Derek Does. I'm Derek, and if you're new here, please subscribe. I'm sure you're gonna find something you like in all my past videos, and today is no exception. I was trying to figure out something. I've kind of struck out at the thrift store lately, trying to find something cool. And then I was going through my stuff, and I saw I had one jacket I haven't shown you guys. Although I might have shown you in the half belt jacket section I did. So if you're into half belts, check out that. I did a whole thing on half belts. But this is one of my jackets. This is a Hercules from Sears, and this is what they would refer to as, I believe they would refer to as a square pocket jacket because it has square pockets. We'll put this jacket on and I'll show you how it looks, and I'll do some close-ups like I normally do. But tell you a little bit about the jacket. Hercules was a brand of Sears. This was like their good brand that they sold jackets. Now Sears, they didn't actually make their own jackets. They had other manufacturers make their jackets for them. And I don't know who made this one. It might have been Roughwear, it might have been Monarch, it might have been, I don't know. If you know, put it in the description, because I know there's guys out there that know way more about this or way more into it than I am. That's my cat, if you heard that. So what this is probably like a 52 to 55 jacket, and I'll show you the actual Sears catalog where they actually have this jacket. You can buy it. Back then, I picked up this jacket, I think at a thrift store, or I either bought it maybe on eBay. I can't even remember. I've had this jacket a long time. This is the only black jacket I really have, leather jacket. It's from Sears and it's Hercules. I'll show you that. It's a quilted lining. I believe it's cowhide or steer hide. I'm not sure which one. I don't think it's horse, because the catalog was saying it was cowhide or steer hide, I think. It's black. It's got some really nice grain. It's a neat, unique jacket, one you don't really see that much as a vintage leather jacket. I'm not sure if any manufacturers are reproducing this particular one. There might be some Japanese ones. Put it down in the description if you know, because I don't think they make this. I know they make other ones. I know I showed you my Hercules, what was it called? The original Hercules from Arrow Leather. That was a reproduction of a Hercules, but also some other manufacturers made the same jacket. And also other reproductions make that same jacket. But this is, again, this is my Hercules, and this is from Sears outerwear. I'll show it to you, and I'll show you the close-ups, and I'll show you how it fits. It's kind of a cool jacket. Again, these are type of jackets that if you like this sort of thing, look for some of these other brands. There's a whole bunch of brands out there, not just Hercules, but there's a lot of brands that made jackets, because pretty much every working guy had a leather jacket back in that time period that they would use, because there's a lot of guys that actually did work where you would need a jacket to protect you on your day-to-day job. So that's what it is. So without further ado, I'll put it on and I'll show you how it fits, and then we'll do some close-ups and I'll show you all the features of it. All right, so here it is on. As you can see, it fits me pretty well. It's a size 44, but it's a 1952, 1955 44, so it's a little different than a modern 44. I'm really about a 42 now instead of a 44, so it's a little loose on me, where I used to not be as loose, but I haven't found a 42 in this, so I'm going to keep this until I do. And I'll show you the original tag for that sort of thing. But you can see this is what it looks like, unzipped. It's just it's a short, what they would call a short jacket, because, you know, it comes right to, like if you're wearing a pair of Levi's, vintage Levi's, it would come right to where your pockets start on the back. That's kind of where it is. And then zipped up. Looks like this. And has two hand warmer pockets, which are really nice and comfortable. Looks like this. This is the squared pocket from Hercules from Sears. All right, so here it is. It's a really smart jacket. It has the pockets actually really set it off as something different than what you normally see in a half belt leather jacket, especially a vintage one. Start with the cuffs. It's just regular cuffs. It's got, like, you know, the design on it, but nothing to catch. So it's kind of a nice jacket. I don't really like stuff on my cuffs because I seem to catch stuff, you know, when you move your hands around or trying to get into something. it kind of catches sometimes if they have the straps and buttons and that sort of thing. I kind of like that. You have chest zippered pocket here, so you can put your whatever in there. Everything works. Sorry, just doing it with one hand. You have the two hand warmers, and you can see they're lined with a kind of a cotton drill, but soft, so it might be even like a flannel maybe. And on this side, the same thing. And this is where the tag size is. And I'll do a close-up of that. I'll take it down and I'll show you a close-up of that. I don't want to do it with just one hand. No other, just regular collar. The zipper itself is a Conmar, not a Talon. So if you can see it there. And there's the back side, if I can get that for you. Made in the USA, of course, and that's brass. And on the back, solid piece, which always look for a jacket with a solid piece if you can, unless it's like a sunburst or something like that, that you want multiple pieces. And then you have two sewed waist adjusters on either side. Just like a normal, it's really not a half belt because there's no belt in it, but it does have this, so it's similar to that. No bi-swing or anything like that. It's not perfect. It's got some wear and tear on it because it's an old jacket, but it's got some really fantastic grain, as you can see here. I like a lot of grain. And then on the inside, it's quilted with this liner, and then even has a separate piece here that would have been for a higher wear area. Sometimes these would be corduroy. This one is just this, and then also at the top how it's made, that's how it is. There you can see the tag, Hercules by Sears. Smarter styling, longer wear. It's got some stains, but for me, I don't care about that stuff at all. As long as it's not all ripped up. It's an old jacket. I mean, this jacket's from '52, so it's 70 plus years old. I look a little rough in 70 when I'm 70. But again, you can see it's this black, but it's not black. It's almost like a super dark brown black, I guess you might say, but it is black. It's just how it is, how it's stained. It doesn't look, it's not like a motorcycle jacket black. So it's softer. It's a softer black. It's a nice jacket. I like it. And if there's something that you like, look around, because I do have seen them. I don't know if you find your size, but they do. And that's the Hercules, what I'm going to be calling a square pocket jacket. If you know any more about it, put it down in the description and let other guys know about it, because I only know what I know. The Hercules square pocket jacket in, I guess, a cowhide, probably from 52 to 55 in that range. This is, again, a size 44. I'm about a 42. Just to give you a reference, I'm about 5'10 and a half or so, about 155 pounds. So if you're similar, or you can gauge from that what size might fit you well. Sleeves are a little just right where they should be, but if I do, if I come out, I have longer arms, so that's always an issue with me, especially with vintage jackets, finding a sleeve that fits it. But I just live with it. It does, if I keep them down, it looks okay. If I put them up, then I've got a lot of room, but that's just how it is. So hope you enjoyed this episode. I'll try to find some cool stuff at the thrift store, or I'll keep looking around too, stuff that I just have that I haven't shown you guys that maybe might be of interest to you, because I love this stuff, and obviously if you're watching, you probably love this stuff too. So hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you on the next Derek Does.